Welcome to episode 41 of My Views Extended. I'm your host, Nadia, and thank you so much for joining me this week. You can listen to My Views Extended at nadiadanelle.com, or you can head over to YouTube where you can find closed captioning, and that is available on my YouTube channel at Nadia Donella, Nadiagonella. You can also keep up with me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. If you have any questions, you can contact me at myviewsextended@gmail.com, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And as always, I will leave links to all social media sites in the show notes and description boxes. This week, starting on Monday and throughout the rest of the week, is Acne Awareness Week in Canada. And unfortunately, I'm sporting some major face demons this week, and I'm not happy about it. But I know I am not the only one. I was lucky enough to not have to deal with acne as a teenager, but I've been making up for it ever since about the age of 24. And I definitely think that more people, adults in general, deal with it more than we think. We are not alone, and yeah, we just unfortunately have to, or feel rather, that we have to cover up with makeup. But hey, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. I know that one of the annoyances that I have with acne, whether it's young people or like teenagers or adults, is people still in 2016 think that acne is caused because you eat chocolate or we don't clean our face. Now, if you're allergic or have an intolerance to chocolate or what is in chocolate, that's a different issue. That's a reaction. And the having a dirty face issue, like, are you serious? Why would I not clean my face? I'm not four. I'm sorry, that's just one of those dumb things to say. And that one has always irritated me and still irritates me to this day. Don't ask me a stupid question. Of course I wash my face. Facts. Some facts from acneaction.ca, and you can go to the website to check out all the information that they have. About 90% of teens are affected by acne, which seems accurate. Of course, there are varying degrees from mild, moderate to severe, and 1 in 5 adults is affected by acne. And another thing that I found really, really interesting is using non-clogging concealers, makeup, will not, according to this website, will not make acne worse. I was really surprised to hear that. I thought that anything that is sitting on your already inflamed pores would irritate them more. So I'm not saying that they're wrong, but I don't know if I believe that one. When I do wear makeup, which is a rarity these days, it definitely makes my skin worse. And even getting the makeup that is for acne prone skin, acneic skin, that's just not worth it to me. Who knows? I don't know. Getting my skin healthy and clear is the important thing. It seems to be a long battle. I'm not winning, but that is the important thing for me. I'm definitely in that school of thought lately for the past, oh gosh, maybe 10 years or maybe a little less than 10 years. If you don't like what you see, meaning my face demons, look away. I don't have cystic acne, but I definitely have acne. I know that a lot of people would never dream of leaving the house without makeup on, and that they and many people think that it's unladylike or not professional to not wear makeup. But listen, if that makes you happy, you do you, but don't tell me that it's not ladylike or professional to not wear makeup. Packing my face full of makeup so that society feels better, get out here with that. And yes, this was long before Alicia Keys and her no makeup stance thing, which is great for her. Everybody do. If you want to wear makeup, whether you have clear skin or acneic skin, go ahead, wear makeup. If whatever makes you feel better. I just personally, it just makes my skin worse. And don't get me wrong, it's not like all the time I'm breaking out. Like sometimes I'll have really good weeks or months and my skin maybe has 1 or 2. And then like right now, it's just kind of going crazy. So anyway, makeup, great. No makeup, leave people alone. It's great too. But I do need to get back to my doctor for a dermatologist referral. And again, you can learn more at www.acneaction.ca. And I learned over the weekend that Bayer, the German pharmaceutical company, is acquiring Monsanto in a $66 billion takeover because Monsanto was losing money fast, which you shouldn't be surprised at because people are not happy learning the truth about Monsanto. Monsanto is a huge conglomerate that owns, or well, now that when the deal is officially signed, used to own many smaller companies such as Campbell's, Coca-Cola, Heinz, Pepsi, Post Cereal, Procter and Gamble, and there's a huge, huge list. It could go on. Unfortunately, these products and the list of them are so vast that most of us have them in our cupboards, fridges, and freezers. Monsanto is one of those companies that loves to use GMO products, genetically modified products, for, within their products, feed, seed, pesticides that they spray on their crops. And they love to, and have until recently, been lying about it or falsifying documents, allegedly, of course. So unless Bayer is buying them out to make a change from within, they obviously agree with their unethical, lying, allegedly, practices. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not a fan of GMO products for many reasons, but I know they are very hard to escape. They're just hard to avoid. Your diet would be very limited and possibly expensive if you ate GMO free exclusively. And I know it can be done I wouldn't even know, say halfway, maybe mostly. That's kind of a hard percentage to figure out because, I always use this example. If you have two farms in a county and one uses GMO products or seeds and the other uses non-GMO seeds, when the products are harvesting or the seeds are being dropped into the ground, wind picks things up and moves things. Bees and other insects that pollinate, they go from field to field, from farm to farm. So, technically, is anything really GMO free? Things will get passed, seeds will get blown into one crop and from one crop back to another. That's just a reality. But I guess for me, if it's blatantly GMO, I do my best to avoid it. But again, it's impossible. Even if you have all your products listed as non-GMO, I'm sure there's some GMO products in there just because of crops and pollination and just airborne. Seeds fly and land and grow, and that's just how it is. So yeah, I don't know what Bayer is thinking, or if it's just all, I'm not thinking, it's business, right? Some companies and/or products that are under the Bayer branch company are aspirin, Claritin, one-a-day vitamin, and the Mirena IUD. You can learn more about Bayer products at bayer.com if you're interested in learning more. And from the Globe and Mail and advancingtogether.com. Do you have any thoughts on Bayer acquiring Monsanto, and would you stop supporting Bayer now that they are acquiring Monsanto? In the U.S., a study has found that over $1 trillion is spent on incarceration, and $80 billion of that $1 trillion is from the U.S. government. And I don't think that many of us are surprised, but it's still horrific and terrible. Researchers at Washington University have estimated that those in prison have lost $70 billion in wages because they are not working. And from those that do get out of jail or prison, they have a hard time finding work, therefore losing another $230 billion in reduced earnings over the course of their lifetime. Finding consistent and higher paying jobs is much harder with a criminal record in the U.S. On the form, it will ask you, I can't remember the exact words, but it will ask if you have ever been incarcerated or convicted, something like that, and you have to put yes or no. And of course, many places, especially if you're working, and not always, some people don't care, but if you're working with children or elderly people, hospital settings, any kind of security, if you check yes, your application is going right in the waste bin, in the recycling bin. So yeah, finding consistent higher paying jobs work is much harder with a criminal record, even if you update your education in prison or when you get out of prison. It'd be nice if the prison system would spend more money on fixing the problems, the people, society, etc., instead of just spending money on prisons. But I do have to remember that many of the prisons in the US are, I don't know the percentage, but many of the prisons in the US are privately run. Therefore money is number one for them. Business is business. And if we can keep pulling in money from taxpayers and the government to fund whatever or just themselves, they will of course do that. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Are you surprised or not surprised? I'd be interested to know. Minimum wages in Canada. Alberta's minimum wage is rising to $15 an hour by 2018. As of October 1st, the current minimum wage across Canada, I'll just name a couple. So, yeah, Alberta is $15. Ontario, which is my home province, is increasing to from $11.25 per hour to $11.40 in October. British Columbia is at $10.85. Quebec is at $10.75. So we are looking at the lowest. The lowest as of October is going to be Newfoundland at $10.50. And that's ridiculous, though. British Columbia is one of the most expensive, well, actually is the most expensive on average province to live in Canada, and our minimum wage is only $10.85 here. And then you have places like the Yukon at $11.07, Alberta $11.20, or sorry, no, it'll be $12.20. Nunavut is $13 per hour. Yeah. Do you think that that minimum wage should be the same across the board, or should the minimum wage be dictated by, on average, the cost of living in the province? Because if it's by the cost of living, $10.85 in British Columbia is not enough. Not enough. Not even close. Honestly, for provinces that are more expensive, I mean, listen, it would be nice if we could have it all the same, but if you go by provinces that are more expensive, I definitely think that British Columbia should definitely be at a good, I think for a minimum wage, 19, maybe $18 to $20 an hour for sure, to support cost of living. No, you're not going to be able to get a Ferrari on that, but you're not going to have to choose between food or light. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people would say, well, just move to a cheaper province. That could be an easy solution, but oftentimes it's a lot more complicated. You often have to go to where the work is. Some people have health issues and they have to go where the weather is. How easy is transportation to get from A to B, or from home to work and back, from home to the grocery store? If you don't have good public transportation systems, you may have to move to a cheaper province that you can afford a car. Or if you live in a cheaper province, it has to have a good transportation system. Is that making sense? No. If you live in a more expensive province and you can't afford a car because cost of living is more expensive, you have to have a really good transportation system to be able to get from work, groceries, errands, etc. So I don't know. That trade-off is an interesting thing. And I'll leave links to a couple websites where they talk about, the minimum wage. And what do you think? Same across the board or dependent on cost of living per province? The Tories, with Conservative government, for those who don't know, Tory MPs cannot decide if the new leader should be fluent in French, and the new leader of the Tory party. And I think that's a pretty easy answer. Canada is a bilingual country. The current official Bilingualism Act, because there's one before, but the current one has been in place since 1988. But I know every province does things differently. Like, Canada is a bilingual country for the most part. If you want to serve the people, and that's just not only for the Tory party, but for all government officials across the country, if you want to serve the country, that means you serve it in both official languages. They have a lot of schools and programs, online courses, French immersion programs, where you just immerse yourself in it with another group of people and you can learn it if you really want to. If you're in politics, you may want to start your evening classes now. That's just how it is. Kids get intelligence from mom, and nothing to brag about, but I just thought it was interesting. Children inherit intelligence from the X chromosome. Women have two X's. Because of the two X's versus men having an X and a Y, because of that, children have a greater chance of inheriting the intelligence gene from their mother. And what I'm grateful for this week, I'm grateful for freshly squeezed orange juice. What a difference it makes in your beverage of choice. That's it. Quote, saying, thought of the week. If you get, give. If you learn, teach. Dr. Maya Angelou. I love this quote because I found it to be very true. I found that this often, not always, happens over time with a little or a lot of wisdom. If you get, give. This is, I believe, a great thing for others and yourself. The more that you give of yourself and or material monetary things, the more you tend to get back. Not always in the time or in the way that you expect, but it does come back to you. And I've definitely found this to be true the older I get, and definitely looking back. And of course, when you give, it's not giving with the intention of getting something back or to call in future favors. You give because it's the right thing to do or to say at the right time and the right moment. When others ask, sometimes you have to give without being asked. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not the same thing as being a pushover or being taken advantage of. It's kind of just doing what moves you in the moment. If you learn, teach. This is how history is made, how history will continue to be made. Teaching can be on a worldwide platform like the late Dr. Maya Angelou taught on and from. Teaching is also what a parent passes on to their children on a smaller and daily scale. Teaching can also be being kind to a stranger on the street corner, offering them your extra bag when you see that theirs is falling apart and they're far from home. Teaching them that without personal gain, that this young person is not there to hurt them, but to help with a simple task or test, however you want to look at it. If you get, give. If you learn, teach. I love that. And so true. I found anyway. Thank you for tuning into episode 41 of My Views Extended. I would love to hear feedback and comments of what you think of this podcast and the topics that I've discussed this week. You can listen to My Views Extended at nadiadanella.com and on YouTube, where you can subscribe, like, rate, and or leave a comment, and where closed captioning is available. I will leave links in the show notes, and as more listening platforms are added or changed, I will let you know. Till next time, this is Nadia.